Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Annette, also known as Grandma D. If you've been here before for a storytime video, welcome back. I'm so happy that you're here. If you have not been here before, this is a place where we read stories together. We learn about life lessons, and most of the stories that we read are for children. In the future, we will be doing chapter books themed for tweens and teen audiences. But for now, we're reading for children. So I'm so happy that you're here today. And I'm super excited because we are officially halfway through our Disney Princess series. That's a different one. We have 4 books left in our Disney Princess series. And today, the one that we are going to read is called The Sea Symphony, a story with Ariel about forgiveness. We previously had a story that involved Ariel, but today this story is about forgiveness. I'm super excited because we have, as I said, we have 4 books left in our series, and then we will move on to other wonderful books that I have in store for you. But before we get started, I just would like to say that I will hope that you have your adult or your parent subscribe to my channel, like this video, and click that notification bell so that you will know each time a new storytime video comes out. So before we get going with our book on Ariel, I just want to show you another book that we're going to read later this week. This is one that is very special and near and dear to my heart because this little guy goes back to my childhood. We're going to read Corduroy. I'm so excited. I remember when I was a child in my library at my elementary school, there was a corduroy stuffed teddy bear. They had Corduroy, they had Winnie the Pooh, Piglet, Tigger, Owl, Eeyore from the Winnie the Pooh series. And they had other wonderful stuffed animals as well. And I remember Corduroy had a little hat that he wore, and that was so cute. And this book was in my library as a child. So we're going to read that one next. But for now, we are going to read The Sea Symphony, a story about forgiveness with Ariel and all her friends from under the sea. So now if you hear tinkling in the background, that's my 2 little dogs, Toby and Mason, running around. So if you hear tinkle, 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 that's all their necessary tags that they have on their collars. Do you have a favorite pet? Do you have a picture of your favorite pet that maybe you might like to have Grandma D feature on a future storytime video? If you want to email me or mail me through the mail a picture of your favorite pet, I will be more than happy to feature them on a video. That would be lovely. So without any further ado, let's get started and read The Sea Symphony, a story about forgiveness. There's our feature page. There's Ariel. This story is by Annie Auerbach. One afternoon, Princess Ariel was playing tag with the twins when suddenly, crash! They knocked over a beautiful sculpture. Ariel and the twins gathered up the pieces and quickly tried to put it back together before her father found out. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. They broke the sculpture. Ariel? Arista? Elena? King Triton's voice boomed. I'm home. No, Ariel cried. We haven't finished yet. As soon as Triton came in, he noticed the broken sculpture. Ariel, Triton thundered. What happened to this sculpture? Scared of Triton, the twins fled. Uh-oh. They ran off and left her holding the bag. Uh-oh. I'm sorry, Ariel said. It was an accident. We were playing tag and... How many times have I told you not to play tag in the palace? Triton said. You know the rules. How many times have your parents told you, no running and roughhousing in the house, take it outside? Ariel felt terrible. I'm sorry, Daddy. Will you please forgive me? Triton did forgive his daughter and then began to mend the sculpture. Now go and play outside the palace. Yes, Daddy. Does that sound familiar to you? Oh my goodness, you can see he's trying to repair the sculpture. Soon after, as Ariel passed a cave, she heard the most beautiful sound. She swam over and found her sister Elena inside. Oh, Ariel, gushed Elena, this is the best present. I simply love this. What did you call it? Scuttle called it a pitsy tutor, Ariel said. You can see she's playing what looks like a flute. A pitsy tutor. I want to play it at the Sea Symphony this weekend, Elena said, instead of singing my solo. The Sea Symphony was held once a year. Okay, let me say that again. Merfolk and sea creatures from all the world's oceans gathered to take part in it. But you know Daddy forbids us to have human objects, Ariel said, thinking about her own secret collection. How could you show it in public? Uh-oh. I wonder what she'll do. What do you think? Now, their daddy told them they couldn't have that stuff. I think once he hears how well I play at the symphony, he'll change his mind, said Elena. I'm just going to sneak it in with my things. Ariel smiled. Well, I'm sure it will take my first time at the Sea Symphony, a memorable one. That's my wash machine running in the background, if you can hear it. I'm sorry about that. I forgot about it. Ariel was finally old enough to attend the famous celebration. See you later, she called to her sister as she swam away. I have to pack. Oh, okay. To get to the symphony by Saturday, the merfolk of Atlantica had to travel a great distance. On Friday, preparations began for the journey. King Triton announced that each of his daughters would ride with him for a portion of the journey. Elena was to be first. Get your bag and join me up front, Triton said. Oh boy. Oh boy. How many girls are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wow. When Elena went to her room, she saw the pitsy tutor and panicked. What if her father discovered it as she rode next to him? So Elena hid the pitsy tutor inside Ariel's bag. I can get it out later, she thought. Elena left the room just as her sisters filed in to pick up their bags. But on Ariel's way out, her bag opened up and the pitsy tutor rolled out, landing right in front of Triton. Oh no! I wonder what will happen now. Okay, my page is stuck together here. Give me 1 second. Okay, there we go. What is this? Triton said, bending over to pick it up. Is this a human object? But Daddy, it's not, Ariel interrupted. Ariel, I'm very disappointed in you, Triton said. You must learn from this. You're grounded and you cannot go to the Sea Symphony. Oh no. Oh no. She's in trouble and cannot go because of something her sister did. Uh-oh. Ariel looked over at Elena. She must have put it in my bag, Ariel thought. But why? Elena just looked down, not offering to help her sister and tell the truth. I've never dreamed this would happen, Elena thought. Before long, the seahorses set off with a splash. Ariel swam to her room. I'll never forgive Elena for this, she declared. That evening, she cried herself to sleep. Oh, she's so heartbroken and she's so angry at her sister for getting her in trouble. And she did not fess up and tell the truth. Very early the next morning, Ariel was woken up by Elena. What are you doing here? Ariel asked as she got out of bed and swam out of the room. Ariel, cried Elena, following her. I came back to apologize. But Ariel wouldn't listen or even stop to hear what her sister had to say. She's very upset. What do you think? I'm so sorry. I put the pitsy tutor in your bag, Elena said. When Daddy wanted me to ride next to him, I panicked. I was afraid he'd find out about the pitsy tutor before he heard me play it in the symphony. Well, she's trying to explain, but look how angry Ariel is. So why did you come back? Ariel asked. I felt terrible. So I told Daddy everything. He arranged for a seahorse to bring me back here so that I could work things out with you. Oh, please forgive me, Elena pleaded. Just then Ariel swam past the sculpture, the same one she had knocked over the day before. What would a princess do? Ariel remembered how her father had forgiven her. She knew she must do the same with Elena. Okay, Elena, Ariel said, I forgive you. Elena threw her arms around Ariel in a big hug. Suddenly, Elena broke away from the embrace. Ariel, you must get going, she said. I don't want you to miss the symphony. Oh, isn't that lovely? Isn't that lovely? I'm only going if you come with me, Ariel said. No, said Elena, I don't deserve to go. I've forgiven you, now forgive yourself. Ariel said, besides, it wouldn't be the same without you there. Elena agreed, and the two sisters took off for the Sea Symphony. They arrived just as the overture was beginning. Oh, look at the seahorse. Isn't he cool? I'm so glad they made up. Triton smiled when he saw them swim in arm in arm. This music sounds better than any human objects could make. Don't you think? Elena whispered to her sister. Ariel nodded and whispered back. And it sounds best when I can share it with you. The end. Oh, look at all the critters. Oh, there's the conductor. Look, he's playing his teeth. Oh, and that one has a little harp. Oh, and these little guys are playing little trumpets. Isn't that cool? Super cool. Probably made from shells. Oh, that's so wonderful. So wonderful. It's so nice when we can forgive those that we love for mistakes that they make. You know, it's very important to be forgiving and have a forgiving heart and to understand that we all make mistakes, right? And we all need forgiveness. So if someone wrongs you and they come back to you and apologize, have a forgiving heart. So that's our story for today, the Sea Symphony, a story about forgiveness. Isn't that a wonderful story? Now, the last three in our Princess series are The Mixed Up Morning, a story about taking turns. Ready, Set, Throw, a story about being a good sport. And the last one is Just in Time, a story about patience. Super excited to read these stories. Oh, this one is from Beauty and the Beast. Do you remember her from Beauty and the Beast in the little teacup? So I hope that you'll join me next time as we read Corduroy. Yay, I love Corduroy. And here's Corduroy with his little girl on the back of the book. I'm super excited. This is going to be so fun. So this is Grandma D sending you warm hugs and butterfly kisses. And no matter where you are in the world, whether you're all tucked in, getting ready to go to bed at night, reading with Grandma, or whether you're getting up in the morning, getting ready to go to school, brushing your teeth, combing your hair, getting your books together. Don't forget your homework. I want you to know that I love you and I think about you and I care about you. And I hope that you'll join me next time for another Storytime video. So that's a wrap. That's all we have for today. Grandma will see you next time. I love you. Bye-bye for now.